Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my house. This is a place I like to chill, rest, and recover.
A rainmaker to left field.
All right, let me show you something that I like to do when I'm off. When we finished the season last year, I kind of picked up this little habit of like DJing. At the beginning, it was tough. This is very difficult. I respect the DJs a lot more. In the off season, I went out to my friend's spot and I started seeing like DJs and stuff like that. And it's like, man, like, I think this is really cool, like the way that they do it and like formulating the idea. And I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna continue to learn, because at the beginning, I just kind of bought it and I just had it there. And then I basically decided to learn after seeing some of the guys playing it. It's kind of like more like house music, like Afro house. I feel like, at least for me, like it makes me feel like in a good mood, like it makes me want to move my body, and like makes me feel like I'm having a really good time when I listen to like this type of music. My name? Yeah. I like pleno. That's a word that kind of means whole in Spanish, like a person like being whole. I feel like I really like that name for this like different hobby, journey, like persona or whatever. I think it'll be fun to just like roll around and like, I don't know, do surprise performance and like just, just for the fun of it, like anything like there is like, I would say like an approach to things, and I feel like, being creative with it, like kind of finding your style, like the things that you like to play, kind of the same thing, like your own style of hitting. There's a lot of similarities, and the deeper you get into it, like the different approaches, you can just kind of see it. So it's really cool. For me, I think it's really important having like a hobby off the field. Like I play baseball every day, and like sometimes you forget about like that curious mind. Sometimes you can get comfortable into like your zone and you feel like this is the knowledge you got. And I feel like this definitely helped me out to like open that spark again, just to take my mind off the game. It's a really good balance, and I love playing baseball, and like I get ready every day. I love my routine. I love getting better. But at the same time, it's good to create a time where like, okay, you put it aside and like think of something else. It's really cool. I can just kind of come, blast the speakers, rest, recover, like disconnect. I cannot wait for some food, Shada.
My name is Shada. I have been a personal chef for about 6 years now, and I'm really focused on being health conscious and creating, nourishing meals for people. And yeah, I've been lucky enough to get to do that with a bunch of really lovely human beings, including Julio. When I'm planning meals, I try to make food interesting and exciting and still hit all of our kind of macros and all of the things that we're actively trying to get on the table, all the vitamins and minerals and delicious things that you need for your body to succeed. I do keep in mind recovery. That's something that's really important, especially when working with athletes. Obviously, we're trying to keep in mind like protein content. We're trying to keep in mind, all of the different minerals that are lost through the process of exercising is always really important. With an athlete, you are looking at a much higher calorie intake than you're going to assume for a regular person. I mean, I do think hydration is incredibly important. It's an important part of the recovery process. It's not only replacing the water that you're losing throughout the day, and especially if you're an athlete, you are sweating, you're losing a lot of those vitamins and minerals. You get to replace those through, good, healthy methods. For Julio, every meal we make is fresh every single day. We buy the groceries, we prep everything same day. There's not really a lot of things that we consider for multiple days. If it's not exciting to eat and it's boring or bland, nobody's gonna eat it, and you're just gonna go to insert name of fast food restaurant here.
Obviously, Shada makes it really hard for me to like control myself, not eat everything. But I don't try to like have like a really strict diet where like, oh, I don't eat sugar, I don't do this, I don't do that. Like, I feel like I just try to find the right times for that. And like hydration for me is like not just at the ballpark. I feel like it's like an everyday thing, and Gatorade, of course, I think that got you covered. The way that it looks, you just kind of balance out like the whole season where like you go through ups and downs. You just kind of staying committed to your routine, being disciplined, stay like curious and learning, getting the best out of all those experiences and try to be more consistent every day. I feel like that's how that look like for us, because you're gonna hit really highs and gonna be points that like as a team that you were on really lows, and I feel like that's like the way that we have been navigating that. Take it like one game at a time, because you can be going through in a cold streak you know, whatever it is, but like that next at bat or like that next game, it will be like the game where like you can get hot again. So I feel like I always stay like hopeful that, you know, that next at bat is the one that I'm gonna get that base hit, is the one that I'm gonna bring the run in. I never really hope out for that. It doesn't matter how the past game went, or doesn't matter how the last at bat went. I always try to like, you know, try to give it my best shot. When I'm like tracking the ball, like, I don't know, I feel like there's like always like a lot of quick little things that go into my brain, but like most of it is like more instincts. Since you have done it so much, you kind of like know where to go from there. And like even when the pitch is going over the plate, like you kind of have an idea where like he's gonna hit it. And you know, I always try to like anticipate those little things. Yeah, there's sometimes where like you make a catch and be like, wow, like that was kind of crazy that I did that. Nah, this was a crazy one. This was just a really crazy one. And I saw so many people saying, oh, that's how a normal like lefty ball does. It's not. If a lefty ball curves, if it's gonna tell, it tells from earlier. But it doesn't go straight, and then just boom. Yeah, this is probably like one of the craziest play I had to make. This is a nice play too. Yeah, that was a funny one, like right in the no-fly zone. I just remember like going, like, you can tell like I was just went, got to my spot, straight there, jump up, out. Yeah, no, it was a cool play. Probably like one of my favorite like robberies too, because it was just like very clean. And right in the spot, like no-fly zone right there. Oh, Logan. To me, like that play was simple, but at the same time, like it meant a lot because like, you know, the situation, like that ball get past me, instead of like just being one run, that ball gets by me, it's a double. That's why like, I always take pride in like making a good defensive play because it can really help the pitcher out. Bop. That's my first extra base this year. Yeah, I feel like earlier in the year, like I was making a lot of contact and I'm not really getting rewarded for it. And that's why I did that, like kind of asking for the ball. Kind of having fun with the moment, you know, like at least for me, I was trying to like make some fun of the moment, just kind of ask for the baseball and like, you know, continue to go. And that's kind of describe like the culture that we got. All right, guys, this is Julio Rodríguez and Chasing 162. See you guys later. We have some more baseball to play. Cut.